Alright guys, today we will be putting the R18 back into the Civic. And it's pretty dark out and I think it's gonna rain in like 3 hours, so we're gonna try beating the rain. We're gonna put the tranny on and we're gonna just slap the motor back in and do a time lapse of that. Alright, so here's the transmission. And I'll show you what it broke on later once we beat the rain and put the motor back in, hopefully back in. Alright, we got the transmission in. Let's take a quick lunch break now. We're eating some burritos. Alright guys, you see we beat the rain and the motor is in the car. We just put the two side mounts on and put the torque mount on, and that's how the engine's being held right now. There's no rear torque mount, so the thing's pretty shaky. And the harness is still not all together. Cool line is still there. This is just so the car can sit, so I can work on it like this by itself. There isn't even a thing for the hood latch or radiator support or anything. But yeah, that'll be it for this part. I'll probably continue this tomorrow. Hey guys, it's actually a few days now that's passed and I haven't really done much. I've probably only worked in the car for like 5 hours at times with my uncle and brother, but I don't know, I have a really hard time motivating myself to work on my own car by myself. So I guess I thought I would pick up the camera. That would help me motivate myself to finish the car. Where I'm at right now is well, obviously the motor is back in. The rear motor mount is also in. Can't see it from here. So the car doesn't shake anymore. It's not going anywhere. But all the intercooler piping is hooked up. It's a lot of little things. Like I gotta put a bracket right here. I gotta tighten all the couplers. Like none of the couplers are tight. We had to redo some things because some things just didn't fit the same. For example, the boost controller, it doesn't fit the same because the line was kinked down there to the internal wastegate. So we had to cut it off and now it doesn't reach. So it's just kind of really crooked. And I also broke the nipple going off of this to the radiator cap, and I'll show you that right now. It's actually still drying right now. It might look really jank or whatever. You can see the JB weld right there, but this is not just JB welded back together like that. There's actually a metal rod inside that's connected to both sides, and it's a really tight fit. Like, if this JB weld stuff hardens really good, like this isn't going anywhere. It's probably stronger than it ever was. Yeah, just stuff like that. It's just really disappointing and it really just sets me back. Just makes me not want to work on the car. But I gotta get it done. Yeah, the ECU is not in yet. Like I said, like intercooler is really crooked. Like the mounts aren't in. Wiring for the fog lights are down there and the fog lights don't even work. It's probably a relay. Got bolts just chilling here. Probably should put back. But yeah, probably less talking, more working. I'll get to it. Oh yeah, as you can see, the car is also moved here from over there. It's not there anymore because it's just too wet to work over there. So I moved it over here. There's also a lot of like excess protection because my uncle doesn't want me working on the car if it's not safe. So yeah, that's why it looks like that. Okay, so that's all the intercooler coupler is done. I'm leaving this one out for now because I still gotta put the, the radiator fill back on right here because it's still drying. It's probably gonna be a minute before that dries. It's only been about an hour since the cure starts at 4 or 5 hours, but it's only been about an hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fill the oils and put the ECU back, battery back. Actually, I'll probably put the battery last because it'll be hard to put everything together like that.
Maybe it's a little more than I thought I needed, but...
Okay, so we just put the transmission fluid in. Had to get my brother for that because I had to hold the tube in because I don't have a pump. But we do, but I didn't feel like setting it up because we have an electric one, not a hand one. But yeah, all of it's in. I had a little more than 1.5 quarts left from the transmission job because I used like almost half a quart, but yeah, it dripped out a lot more than I thought it would have. Yeah, as you can see, I had more than enough. I just didn't expect that much to come out. So yeah, I'm just gonna put the bolt back in now and yeah, finish the oil change because as you can see there's also a drop of oil right there from the oil filter. I'm gonna go get a piece of cardboard for where the transmission fluid leaked. If anyone's ever gotten transmission fluid in their hair, you know how much it sucks and smells. I think I got a new box yesterday for my order for the mount inserts. I might do a video on that. So just got a quick update on the EJ Civic sedan. So as you can see, the doors painted, the fenders are painted. It's just I'm keeping things off so I can paint the rest of the car when it goes into the garage for paint. As you can see, the whole back half of the car isn't really anywhere close to being done. The side skirts are off. It's under my uncle's new CRX over there. Bumper isn't painted yet. This exhaust is for the R18. Probably not gonna throw it on yet. But yeah, I really want to finish this because I'm really tired of sanding. Here's the update on the paint. It looks good on camera, I would say, but there's a lot of orange peel in person. Get some good angles. It's quite reflective on camera. That's nice, at least. Can't wait to polish this thing, to be honest. Wish the hood came out better. There's a lot of orange peel and a lot of overspray. This fender right here has a lot of orange peel too. I didn't spray it thick enough. It was like, that was my first time using 2K clear, and yeah. Still gotta fix up the, what's it called, rust on the inner body fender thing. Probably just gonna sand it all down. I'm gonna bed liner it, so it'll reduce the chance of rust. As you can see, I also don't have door handles right now. So it kinda sucks to get in. Gotta worry about scratching the paint every time because I gotta reach my hand in there. And this rod always comes out. And now it rained really hard yesterday and this black splatter stuff fell on it. Hope it's not poop, but you can see it scratches off. I don't want to scratch too hard because it's paint, yeah. And this should solve that problem. Well, I don't got any new oil for the, well, used oil for the new oil filter because the motor didn't really have much oil to begin with, and there's a whole bunch of nasty mixtures in that pan, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. Just gonna go grab some of the new oil. The old filter is out, and good thing I look, cause I look every time now, cause it happened to me one time when I changed my oil. The seal is still stuck up on the engine, and every time that happens, if you put the new oil filter on, it's gonna leak a lot of oil. Happened to me once, but good thing I caught it as soon as the car started. Well, my dad caught it. You can see, gotta make sure you take this off. Usually it happens if you don't like lube up the surface, but I indeed do lube up the surface and still happens, so don't know what to say. I guess I can just use the oil from the little oil filter. I just pour some in my hand. A little too much. Oh well, it's not an oil change video. Just gotta get some content out to you guys. All right, all lubed up. So usually people try to like crank their car a little before they start the car because just get the oil pressure and flowing through the oil filter, but I just pour a little oil into the filter before I put it on. Doesn't really matter, to be honest, but I do it anyways. You know, might as well clean the surface of that oil pan while I'm down here. Just a little brake parts cleaner and a napkin. Makes it look brand new. Oh, that new filter's on there. Like I had a creeper out here the whole time, but I didn't use it. Oh well. All right, oil's in. Just gotta put the ECU in and the battery and that last pipe, and hopefully the radiator fill hose is dry. Hopefully. Well, everything is in, but not the negative yet. And like how I said, I wasn't gonna use this, but I don't know, I don't feel like messing with lines right now, so I got a lot of extra line for the oil catch can now. It's also about the rain. It's pretty dark over there. Can't really tell on camera, but it's pretty dark. I believe it's ready. I'm just gonna get my brother out here and then give it a shot.
Yeah.
Anything leaking?
Not that I see.
Huh?
Not that I see. You haven't even started the car yet.
Yeah, I know, but...
Yeah, you need to like start it.
See, the car is on now and I'm just bleeding the coolant out. I'm not filling it up because this one is a eBay one and it leaks a lot, so you can see it's still dripping, so it has enough. So I'm just gonna wait for the fan to turn on, see how much coolant goes down, add more in. I already added more earlier when I turned the car off. Took almost another like half bottle or more. It's working on that. The gears work, so the real test is when I go on the ground. All right, so I bled it for a while. As you can see, it's still like gulping away. Fans turned on like maybe like 6 to 8 times. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the wheels back on. I'm not gonna drive the car yet. I just wanna make sure the car moves under its own power. We tried it when it was in the air like this, but I'll put some load on it on the ground. Really gotta beat the weather because it's getting pretty dark. All right, it's a moment of truth to see if the car moves in gear. All right, first gear. Very touchy compared to the V20. I'm gonna try a second gear from right here. Yeah, it's moving. Alright guys, it's time to show you what actually broke in the transmission of the R18. So here you can see this is the main shaft, correct me if I'm wrong. Pretty sure it's the main shaft. This is what the second gear spins on the countershaft gear, second gear, right here. You can see all of that is pretty much almost flat and all gone. Should look like that. Pretty geary looking. But yeah, this is all of the teeth are just gone. So that's what's broken on the main shaft. Sorry about my dog barking over there. And for a second on the countershaft, you can see there's chunks missing too off that. Yeah, you can see the chunks missing as I turn. Big chunk missing right there. It's all the way around for certain parts, like right here. And also the bearings on the main shaft, top and bottom. And one of them were broken. This is the top one, I believe. That one's making chunky noises. And this one, it was like, I might as well replace that one too. I didn't change anything on the counter shaft though, but changed both the bearings on the main. We also changed the seal at the bottom of the main shaft. Under that bearing, the one on the bottom, whichever one that is. And for what we accidentally broke, when we were putting the case back on, we didn't know this had to be perfectly lined up. There used to be like a pin right here that goes straight up, like another one of those, but it's pointy. We didn't know that had to be lined up, and we put the case on, and we were wondering why it was so hard to put on. And we kind of forced it on with a bolt, and you shouldn't do that. And that's how we broke that. It like bent, took it off, bent it a little more with our hands, and just snapped right off. But thanks again to Carlos for setting me out on another one of these. Without that, probably wouldn't be finished yet. But yeah, that's all in, and it's back up and running. And that is what happens when you try to brake boost at too low of an RPM. Way too low of an RPM, so lesson learned on that. Yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.